business and founders of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, are inspiring you to get your business right. They know the customer experience isn't just another thing, it's the only thing. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show, home of positive business talk. Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer hanging out with you, helping you get your business right by reminding you that small business is big business and your business is our business.
How would you like to be the one that had to send this email to the tenants in your building? Subject line, restroom behavior.
What? Restroom behavior. Somebody had to send that email?
This is a very real email. Yes. Subject line, restroom behavior to all tenants in this building. Subject line. Yeah.
I will open that email. Please read to us. What did somebody have to write to the tenants of the towers?
Okay, so this is actually an email that I received, building that Experience Pros office is in. Now, before I tell you this, before I read this to you,
right?
When we originally were tenants in this building, we were in tenants with this company. There's two buildings. We were in the other building on a different floor.
Correct.
And there were only two offices. We were in the penthouse, which sounds super fancy, right?
Right. Just the top floor.
It was the top floor. And there were only two tenants on that entire floor. It was us, and there were three of us in that office.
Yeah.
And there was one other office, and there were two people in that office.
Correct.
And that was all the people on the entire office. So every day I would go into the restroom and there would be paper towels strewn all over the bathroom floor every day.
In the women's restroom?
In the women's restroom. And it shocked me. I'm thinking,
did you throw the towels on the floor?
I do not throw paper towels on the floor.
All right.
But it was an odd behavior, one that I had never really noticed before in bathrooms until this incident. And it was all the time. There was always paper towels on the floor. And and I knew who was doing it. Of
course.
Because there was only one other woman on the floor that could be doing this. And I remember I just thought it was the weirdest thing. And then I started noticing in other public restrooms, paper towels thrown on the floor. Now, there's a trash can in the bathroom. Almost every bathroom I'm ever in, they have a trash can. So I mentioned it to a friend of mine, and I was just telling the story, and I mentioned it to a friend of mine, and he says, well, yeah, I do that. Oh, what do you mean you do that? What do you mean you throw the paper towels on the floor?
On the floor?
On the floor. And he says, well, because I wash my hands, and I grab a paper towel, and I use that paper towel to open the bathroom door.
Germaphobes unite.
Yeah, it's a germaphobe thing. I didn't know this. They use the paper towel to open the floor. And if there's not a trash can right there at the entrance,
just drop it
let it go. He says it's to teach them to put a trash can by the door.
Oh, it's to teach them.
Somehow, I don't think they're learning that lesson. I didn't know that was a lesson that you are trying to germaphobes were trying to teach us.
So let's go back to the email that you got. So what is the lesson that we can learn?
So I'm thinking restroom behavior.
Restroom behaviors.
Who's throwing paper towels all over the floor? It has to be the issue.
I wonder if they've lost their what?
Nay.
Oh.
Recently, there's been an unusual number of restrooms that have been flooding. And the majority of these floods have been caused by individuals loading the paper towels into the toilets.
Paper towels?
Yes, but this gets better. And seriously, how would you have liked to have been the one that was, instructed to send this email out to your tenants?
I'm not digging this at all.
The purpose of this memo is to clarify that paper towels are to be used to dry one's hands after washing them in the sink. The paper towels should then be thrown into the trash receptacle.
Which is immediately below the paper towel dispenser.
Paper towel dispenser.
Right next to the door.
Well, you'd have to stretch, I think, you'd have to make an effort.
All right.
You'd have to open the door all the way, maybe.
Oh.
Paper towels are not to be placed into the toilets under any circumstance.
Who takes paper towels to the stall?
Here's how exciting this gets. Each restroom stall is equipped with a toilet tissue paper dispenser. She had to write that.
To talk about toilet paper.
If there's insufficient toilet paper, contact us and supplies will be restocked. Toilet paper is designed to be flushed. Paper towels are not designed. Please advise all employees and visitors. And visitors Now that we have a visitor policy, we need to remind them also if you use the restroom.
Maybe we can get a visitor badge that says, I pooped today.
Now, what I hate is when you do that and you don't flush. And I was thinking that might have been addressed in this restroom behavior too. Flush, people, flush. So yes, that is a real email that somebody had to write. And isn't this, I mean, just we watch people's behaviors and everybody thinks it's just me and I can kind of bend the rules sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but we live in a great big world with a whole lot of people. And if we could all just kind of follow along, throw the trash in the garbage, flush our toilet, wash our hands. Like if everybody could just do all these things,
get along,
I would think so.
All right. So let's since you've so perfectly primed the pump, let's talk about the business of your business, because your business is big business.
We're not talking about.
Yes, we are.
Oh, no.
By the way, do you know what the map is called that indicates in any building where the restrooms are?
It's an escape plan.
No, it's called a relief map. I'll be here all day long. So, do you remember?
Maybe not after.
maybe not. No, the business of business is really big business, and here's how we know. Remember the day of Mr. Whipple?
Oh, sure.
What was the brand?
Charmin. Yeah.
Right? Mr. Whipple's no longer with us.
Okay.
But Squeezably Soft is. Who now represents Charmin? It's the Bears.
Oh,
the Bears, the
did.
little red bears
the
are
little
doing
teddy bear family,
absolutely
or grizzly bear family,
right?
Brown bear family.
You got Angel Soft Cottonelle Quilted Northern, which has the quilts, which of course are better for us. Who knows why?
Yeah, toilet paper has to have a mascot.
What had a massive, and I mean literally dumped on
Eric?
What dumped on Facebook last year?
Poor taste. I have no idea.
Squatty Potty.
Of the Squatty Potty.
The Squatty Potty unicorn. And it's big business, so much so that Rush Limbaugh talks about Squatty Potty. Such that do
you have a Squatty Potty? I almost bought you a Squatty Potty for your 50th birthday.
Really?
Instead, I got you a Fitbit.
You're
welcome.
Thank you.
That maybe for 51. You might have to get a Squatty Potty.
You know, there. If you're looking for examples of how in the
Philip message, he says, "Are you really talking about bathroom rules?"
We certainly are. If you're looking for examples of the big business of doing your business, trust me, the internet is flush with them. And don't poo-poo my puns, okay? Because I could run on and on.
You're gonna make me cry. He's got diarrhea of the mouth, people.
Oh my goodness! No, you know the diarrhea is hereditary.
Stop.
It runs in your genes.
Ew. Okay, so let's change the subject.
Sure. Would you like to change too?
Anything at all would be fabulous. I mean, we talk about marketing, we talk about the business that is bathroom, the toilet paper industry.
Oh.
Right. When it started, you had just a couple of brands. It took up a very small portion of the grocery stores, but it is now.
It's a full aisle.
It is.
Now.
It is.
And by the way, I hate puns about toilet paper.
You do?
Yeah, because they are terrible. Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
You'll be here all day.
Just saying.
Right?
I'm just saying. Most guys in a men's room, they're stand up.
Oh, stop.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. Do you know the proper way to hang the toilet paper roll? Like, should it be going over or should it be going under?
This is an actual debate in families and has caused family division. Of course, it's got to go up and over.
72% think that it needs to be going up and over. Mm-hmm. And I actually not too long ago saw the patent for the original toilet paper roll, the cardboard roll that toilet paper goes on. The original patent shows it that the toilet paper going up and over,
facing you, not hanging behind.
28%, almost a third of Americans actually prefer to hang it with the first sheet under the roll.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Right. If stranded on a desert island, 49% of people said they would choose toilet paper as their greatest island necessity.
Toilet paper is the greatest island necessity. You know why you never hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
No, why?
Because the P is silent.
So do you buy Kleenex like toilet tissue, or do you just use toilet paper?
No, I use toilet paper.
You just use toilet paper.
Yeah. Occasionally I'll buy a box of tissues, but
just use toilet paper.
Works. All right, gang. Thank you for tuning in, and we will be back with more positive business talk right after these messages. You are listening to Angel Tussey and Eric Kramer. This is the home of positive business talk, where our jokes may be lame, but business is business, and it's big business. Back after this.
You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, America's home for positive business talk.